Namaste. Well, this is actually a live recording of a video that will be available later on my YouTube channel. So if you are just here to see the video, this is actually a live recording. We're just filming for what is supposed to go up on our on my YouTube channel. So this is basically a video that is supposed to be titled The Real Conspiracy, and I had already mentioned about this a few days ago. So The Real Conspiracy as an Apocalypse 2020 is exactly what I'm going to be talking about. Like I said, I would not be interacting with you. I don't see your comments. This is a live filming. We try to film this. So so here is an important message to all of you here and those who will be watching this later. Well, a lot has been going on around us in the last few months, especially, and ever since the pandemic started, and a lot of things have been happening. And one of the main things that definitely seems to have gotten affected by all of this is the vibration of this realm. In case many of you may or may not have noticed that it's too dense for most of us who are awakened. No matter how much you meditate, no matter what you do, you know, like it's like some days are really hard, other days are bearable, but it's hard to come across a day where you are perfectly fine. It takes effort, much more than it has taken over the past few years. And some of us are struggling from sleep issues, a lot of things. Basically, there's too much of restlessness, and the density of this world is overwhelming for most of us. Now, with the Lion's Gate now, there will be slight relief, but unfortunately, it won't really help much, okay? Now, many months ago, I had put up a video stating about the shifts that are coming ahead. I did talk about it. And I did also mention about certain cults that will emerge to try and distract the awakened, to try and distract the spiritual community. And these cults have their own ways of functioning. Now, one thing I wanted to say was, you see, we fail to understand what this shift is about. The shift, as they call it, as a spiritual warfare, we have to understand spiritual warfare does not start with this realm, okay? So if you think that, oh, whatever's going on around us is spiritual warfare, no, this is just like the 3D version of it, okay? There is a bigger version of it that most of us may or may not be aware of. So spiritual warfare, the real one, is actually happening on the other side. Okay, it's affecting the one consciousness, it's affecting the other dimension surrounding us in our universe, it's affecting our dimension for sure, it's affecting evolution. So you see, as we all understand that everything relies on frequency, all right? Now, our vibration, our realm is on a certain frequency, and there are many realms below us. Please do not write any comments at this point. I can't see any of your comments. I'm here to just film this. So there are many dimensions below us. Each dimension functions on a certain frequency. It's like when you tune into the radio, you see different channels on different frequencies. That's how it is. All right. Now, on each frequency, on each level, there are hundreds of dimensions. All right. Now, I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm trying to say is we have a certain dimension, a certain frequency to maintain, to evolve steadily. Now, because of the shift that we're going through, what is actually happening is there has been a dramatic decline in the frequency. And that is why we are all shaken up so badly. So if you're thinking that, no, this is helping us to evolve, you're wrong. It's not the usual shifting us around. It's not. See, let's not forget that evolution requires both light and dark. Okay, it requires both light and dark. Now, the dark side, as we know, They are here to teach us certain lessons through karma or soul contract or whatever be it. They're here. They're necessary. Okay? So we need to understand that their purpose is to help us to understand ourselves better, to evolve. But they are very intelligent beings. They're very intelligent. Okay? So they're not going to fool around and be so shallow. Okay? So right now, in the last few months, we have all noticed about these conspiracies that are going on that has got a lot of people distracted. Hallelujah to all of you who figured this out. And I'm not here to judge and say this is right, this is wrong, but what I'm trying to say is that you are still tuning into the 3D. All right? That is not the conspiracy, the real conspiracy. The real conspiracy lies above it. Their plan on the dark side is to reduce the vibration of this realm. It is not to grab your children. It is not to create this network of satanic cults in this land so that they can occupy people. No. Okay? So the real plan here is to reduce the vibration of this realm. When they reduce the vibration of this realm, what happens? You reduce, and there's a dimension just below you, so you reduce and you reduce and reduce, and you kind of like pretty much are friends with the other realm, which is below you. And that is where we tend to be bumping into a lot more density than most of our souls can take. So what happens? We are light beings, we belong to the light, but if the realm you're in reduces, starts sinking rapidly, what happens? We cannot hold it. It affects our chakras. It affects our evolution. No matter what you do, whether you meditate, whatever you do, it's not going to help much. Because on the whole, it's sinking. Okay? Now, why is it sinking? It's sinking because there is a lot of division which has not been taken seriously. See, there are not many awakened people in this world, okay? And that we all know. Whatever they be saying, the 5D and the new earth and the ascension, okay, fine. So whatever they say, the truth is every single one of us matters. Every single vibration matters. At this point, where fear and anger and frustrations and hatred is running rampant across the world, the decline is so massive. Okay? And it's affecting everything, not just people. It's affecting nature. It's affecting everything. And that is why these things happen. These catastrophes happen. There will be many more that happen because of the collapse of the entire vibration. Everything runs on vibration. Everything, including the trees and the animals and people, everything runs on a collaborated vibration. When the vibration drops drastically because of the people on top of it, the billions of us that are constantly chasing over these different kinds of situations on the 3D, and those of us who have been trying to put everything together, being awakened and everything, we've been trying to meditate, we've been trying to raise the vibration, do this and do that, and do everything all these years. It's going to waste real quick. Real quick. Because even in the spiritual community, 3/4 of the people are getting so busy with these, getting caught up with these little puppet plays, that the satanic cults are bringing out. That's exactly what they wanted. They want your attention. They don't want this vibration to increase. When there is a widespread awakening, they are aware, the dark side. So what they do is they get hold of people who have already been awakened, who are here to actually help those who are awakening. They distract you. They grab you. See, I'll show you what I got. You think they are really that dumb to actually reveal photos and all the information online? You think that they're that dumb? They're not. They're smarter than your rabbit holes. They created these rabbit holes to trap you. Now, You might say, oh, so, you're saying that this is all fake, and, like, look at all the arrests that are being happening, all of the people getting caught up in all this. Yes, yes. Has there ever been anything that has happened in this world that hasn't changed evolution, that hasn't been, which didn't have a more divine purpose, which didn't have a higher purpose? I'm sure there has always been. I'm not saying that you don't go out there and do something about injustice being done. What I'm saying is you need to be careful about how you do it. If you're going to play Sherlock Holmes, make sure Sherlock Holmes is in the right mindset. If your vibration is dipping very high, you're going around calling people sheeple, you're causing division in the awakened. You are throwing mud in the faces of your own comrades, and that's exactly what the dark side wants. Less of us, more of them. Now, all of us here, we came here, we decided, we chose to incarnate here during this time, didn't we? So we all chose to incarnate here during this time, but not all of us needs to be warriors. Some are healers, some are teachers, some are guides. We're not here to fight. We're here to teach, we're here to heal, and this world needs all of that now. People to hold, people to comfort, people to teach, people to guide, not go out there and stand. All of us did not do the same thing. We don't need to be out there in the streets protesting, not all. So if you wish to do it, if you're drawn to do it, make sure that you focus on your mission here as well. Make sure that you do not throw mud in the faces of your comrades. We all came here from the light. May we never forget any of that. To call people sheeple when they are teachers and healers, they don't feel drawn to go out there and protest. They don't feel drawn to go down that rabbit hole with you. Makes them no less important than your mission. It is more important now to be with those who feel lost in this whole catastrophic situation in this world. The whole world is in a catastrophe, not just certain lands and areas. So the real apocalypse is not something that, that is biblical or anything like that. This was not even planned. I don't believe this is planned. I never felt this was planned. I saw visions of apocalypse years ago, but I didn't think it would be now. Because I was seeing people awakening. I was seeing a lot of changes. I was happy about it. I was thinking, oh great, we're going in a good pace, until about 7-8 months ago. Suddenly everybody's running all over the place with like chickens with their heads cut off. I have had to personally block more than 60-70 people from my Facebook in every single month in the last few months, because all they ever talked about was this. All they ever focused on was what was going wrong. Yes, so it takes a bunch of people to prove something, yes, but not everybody has to. But what are you doing in the process? You're spreading out hatred, you're spreading out venom into people who are confused or trying to be peaceful, trying to just survive. It is hard as it is. So the vibration of this land, this world, is declining at an alarming rate, whether you and I like it or not. It's got nothing to do with specific things like, oh, we're polluting the sea, we're doing this, everything is collaborating. Everything is coming together. That's how the universe works. If it wants a mission to happen, it brings everything together. So right now, what we're seeing, what we will be seeing, is apocalyptic, yes. Is there a way out? I don't know. I'm not here to say that. When I predicted Beirut a few days ago, on 23rd, I didn't think it would be so soon. I thought, okay, a few weeks, this, that, like I'm trying to personally hope it just gets delayed. But it's not. It's happening faster than I think. And we all see it. So what are you focusing on? You, me, everybody. It's important. If you sit out there and all you focus on is on what all the things that are going wrong, you're a bad guy, you're the good guy, you're this, you're that. No, that is affecting you. That is affecting this realm. Please. Don't let go of your mission just because you're trying to play Sherlock Holmes or some soldier or warrior at this point. If you are, you do not have to spread the news around, because not everybody has to carry the same cross. We are all here for a different mission. Some of us are healers. We need to have we need to protect ourselves. The reason why I kept blocking a lot of people, and some people I can't block because I'm close with them. There are a lot of people I've had to set aside because my own vibration was being affected. Imagine coming to Facebook. This is my workspace. I come here, I switch on my Facebook, and all I see is, this person is bad, that politician is bad, this guy is getting arrested, that guy. I don't want to see this because it's immediately affecting my heart chakra. And if my heart chakra is affected, I can't go out there and help other people who need help. I don't need to see this. I'm not being ignorant. I am aware of what's going on around me. I am aware, but it's not my mission. My mission is to keep my vibration high. My mission is to ensure everybody else around me is safe and nobody's, getting so carried away with everything. There's so many people, ever since we went into this lockdown on March 24th, I've never had a real day off. Never. Because there's so many people running towards me, like, what's going on, Aisha? I'm scared, I'm terrified, I want to commit suicide, I want to do this, There's people who I know who have committed suicide. Why are we doing this to the collective? How will we evolve as a realm if all we're doing is chasing these rabbit holes, chasing everything? I'm not saying don't go out there and be a warrior, but you don't have to force everybody into it. We have to also remember the collective. We also have to remember the one consciousness. The reason why we're here is to raise the vibration, to evolve. We all need to work together, not to call other people sheeple. How dare you? How dare they call that? So just because they've discovered one thing immediately makes them much higher than everybody else? I am no spiritual guru. I am no one great. I'm just like you. I don't care how busy I am or not busy. I don't care how many people know me or don't know me. That's not the point here. When we perish, we all perish together. That's what matters. Not a hierarchy system, who's better and who's not. So 2020 is just going to be the start, the tip of the iceberg. Whether you like it or not, thanks to a lot of people, we've arrived here. Because the light side basically doesn't have a choice. This vibration on a universal level, if you look at the galaxy, there are many other dimensions surrounding us, okay? There are many. Whoever you call yourself as, Pleiadians and Sirians or whatever. There are hundreds of dimensions. But what I like to say is, they are getting affected. This is a bad neighborhood, a very toxic neighborhood that is affecting them because their people are also here. And that is affecting the collective evolution. Think about it. If you've got a jar of sugar and you've got 2 ants in it, you would take a spoon or something and get those 2 ants out. But if the whole jar is half of it is ants and half sugar, you would rather throw the entire jar of sugar along with the ants. And that's what's happening here. If we're not careful, I don't even know if we can reverse this. I am here telling you the truth here because I feel responsible. I feel responsible. Every day I'm having anxiety attacks. Every day I don't even know what to do some days. It's exhausting to keep the vibration up because it's dipping so low. I feel it. Usually these shifts don't bother me because I keep meditating 3-4 hours a day, but I feel it. It hits my heart chakra, it hits all my chakras. No crystal can help us, nothing can help us. You get something as big as this, it still won't help you. Okay? You can get a huge crystal as big as your room, it's not going to help. So pay attention to where your attention is going. Don't feed the crocodiles if you don't want it to snap at you. Satan or Lucifer or whatever you wish to call them, they are not interested in just getting your attention over here. They're distracting you. The conspiracies are a conspiracy. There is a bigger conspiracy on top of your little conspiracies. If you don't look up there and see what's happening, because it's not your intelligent, smart little brains running around that they're afraid that they're trying to target. They're targeting the vibration. All right? They're targeting your and my vibration. It's very hard when you have to do all the work because other people are getting so distracted. Imagine an army of 50 people and more than 35 of them are running around doing other things while the other 15 are gasping air trying to make up for everybody else. That's what's happening in this world right now. There aren't many awakened who are still working on the mission. And like I said, you see, everything is affected. The plants, the earth, everything. Because everything runs on a vibration. Everything relies on our vibration. If we perish, it will figure out some way, because then when there's no mankind here, the universe takes over naturally. So I don't know what to say from here on. I can just say that this is the real picture. You get it? This is the real picture. This is not about me or you. This is not about our families or who's safe and who's not. This is not about who gets arrested or not. This is about us and how far we can go from here. They're going to probably scrap this whole evolution cycle if they have to. And I know it because I just know it. It's intuitive. Some of you know it, but you're afraid of admitting it or seeing it or accepting that truth. But they're going to scrap this if we keep getting distracted. If we don't raise our vibration, we're useless to evolution. We're useless to the one consciousness. We will have to go back and start all over again. So this is what is happening. I just thought I'd leave this message for you to process on your own. I do not know how this is going to change the way you think, you feel, you function, whether you are a conspiracy theorist or someone who's trying to figure your way around in this madness. But this is my message. I feel like I've always been, well, at least I know I'm the only one here who comes out every time and says something like this. And I don't just want this video to run into thousands of views. That's not just the purpose. I want it to reach out, the message to reach out. So just share this, because I think this is very important news. Even as I speak, my heart chakra is throbbing. So that's how badly this realm needs to hear this message. Now, one thing I can tell you is this is one message which the dark side would not want us to know. Okay? This is one thing that they don't want us to know, because this is the real conspiracy. This is the truth, the mission. And the light side is trying so hard to convey it. I have had this at the tip of my tongue for quite a while. It's taken a lot of strength to say out these things, but I have to. I hope this helps you in some way. Godspeed to all of you. I love you. Namaste.